The first idea I had for this was in 2017, and it was basically just the premise that there was a society of magical Negroes, because I thought that would be funny. The whole film is about being seen and understood as the person that you are, as opposed to being seen and understood as a stereotype, as a magical Negro stereotype, or the other reductive things Black people are seen as. So much of the film is about shame, and it's about the shame of being asked to be lower in a hierarchy, and the shame of agreeing to that because it's what you needed to do to survive. That texture of discomfort and anxiety moving through those spaces is terrifically hard to capture because it's so interior and it's so subtle. For that first shot, you really just want to drop people into that unease and link that unease to the fact that it's a room full of people and it's a room full of white people. I squirm in that moment in much the same way that the character squirms, and it's the tinnitus, it's the exaggerated footsteps, it's the slightly unnerving thing we do to the loop voices, just sort of a really sort of fun, abstract bath to chuck an audience in that they're not really going to understand what is for a little while, and there's a pleasure to that. A lot of things I loved about working in Atmos, before even the precision of where you can locate stuff, which is terrifically useful, it's how absorbing the soundscape is. There's this call and response tradition in a lot of Black communities where Black people in a room, they just talk more to a speaker and they talk more, and it's a beautiful Afrocentric tradition. And the quality of those individual voices sort of like poking out of that group and hearing that voice come from over there and this voice come from over there and that guy's got that thought from back over there. Again, it just puts you in a Black community. To me, so much of tone visually is about finding the balance between light and dark. That quite literal blend of light and dark on a subconscious level helps let everybody know that, yeah, this is a world where both of these things are going to happen. You have permission to laugh and permission to take some sensitive racial conversations. You have permission to find them funny, but also we are quite earnest about the dangers and the wounds that we're talking about, and we have to talk about those and live with both of those at the same time. And what I love about Dolby is that when you go Black, you can really go Black. There's a vibrancy to those Blacks, and there's dimensionality to them. If you had the opportunity to color the whole thing in Dolby, you could really have a party with what Black looked like across the scope of your Black. I think that's a really exciting opportunity for filmmakers to be able to play with those.